I got a co-commentator in the booth today. I got my buddy Link. Link, how are you doing?
Not bad, Hank. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm super excited for this one. You know, Iowa Central Tritons, they haven't been off to a really hot start for the men's team anyway, but you know, they're playing with some momentum today. They had their pass player, number 10. He's down. He had torn his ACL. They just came out wearing his jersey number for today. It was Kofi. Kofi was a really good player. He played everywhere, mostly mid. You know what? And he was a big heart in this team. And I think they're going to come out with a little more fire and passion than they normally do, especially against Indian Hills, somewhat of a rival going back and forth. We've seen them over the years, a battle against each other pretty hard. Indian Hills, they've got a really good team this year. I mean, when it comes to their starting players, we'll have number 1, Andre Ferry, 3, Shogo Koike, 5, Federico Bellatende, 6, Rui Subakiara, 7, Alejandro Contreras, 8, Dennis Barcojo, 10, Kanata Futuritani, 11, Ronaldo Carvajalo, 16, Andres Valencia, and 4, normally wearing number 22 for the day, is going to be Sebastian Herrera, and then 24 will be Riguin Deganda. So really starting, a really solid starting lineup for this Indian Hills team. We're going to come out. I expect a lot of offense being scored in this one. It's going to come down to Iowa Central to be playing good defense in this one if they want to keep the hold. So we'll have Indian Hills start off. It's going to be a little bunt kick right away. Going to have to go up Ricardo Wele for the Tritons went up there trying to bat that one off. And this is going to be the very first start of the season for goalkeeper Aaron Quezada. Earlier this year, he was stuck in quarantine, so I'm excited to see what he can do. Otherwise, we had Ever Tobar in it from earlier. Here we go now with the ball. Oh, and a nice athletic maneuver right there for our right back. You know, I like the aggressive play so far for Indian Hills. What do you take from it so far in this one, Link?
I think they're starting off pretty rough right away, you know. I think they're going to have a good defense.
Yeah, I agree here. I mean, they got 2 aggressive teams in this one. That was a nice stab for number 4 for us, Augustine Menendez. Menendez, I mean, he's a tough player. He's super aggressive once it comes down to that goalie box. He is the last person that wants the ball being scored on this Tritons defense. He got the stab. I mean, I wouldn't recommend stabbing. It's when you place your foot right in there and, you know, oftentimes it'll get swept right under your foot. But Menendez, he's a master at his craft playing
Absolutely.
that right back position back there. There he goes now with the ball. He's going to have to kick it back to Aaron Quezada. Quezada now is going to roll the other way. Give it to Meza. Meza, he'll look. And he'll try to find a target. Looks like it went over the head of Gabe Smith trying to get all the way to Matt Stamm, but could not get there in time. Now there goes a big boot over to the left end of the field, and we're going to see our first throw-in for the day. It's going to be for the Tritons, number 21, Khan Yusil. Yusil, he does it all too. I mean, he plays stopper. He gets in there. He does a little bit of mid, but really it's his defense that propels him. Now the Tritons are still looking for that automatic go-ahead goal scorer in this one for their team. It's still a little early on to the season. We are 6 matches through anyway, and they haven't found that guy that's in there scoring a lot. I mean, we see a lot of really good offensive plays from Ricardo Wele. Gabe Smith is another one. Kabasele Masengo. Is there anyone from this list that you're also fascinated by for the Tritons team?
Oh, I think there's a whole lot of them, honestly, you know. I think we have a really good team, and I think we might be able to actually pull through this today. So I don't know if there's one specific person, but I think this whole team as a whole is a very good team.
Now, when it comes to teams' records, we have Indian Hills sitting at 2-3-2 on the season. That's 2 ties that the Tritons don't have. Their record is going to be 2-4 in this one. There's Wele now. He got dropped to the ground by number 7 for Indian Hills. That is Alejandro Contreras. Right now, it's just finding that seam, dribbling through. Lots of box drills that we saw being practiced in the pregame in this one. Box drill, of course, is when you try to pass to as many players as possible without having a defender touch it. That's what Indian Hills is kind of known for. They play quite conservatively. They don't really do the Hail Mary bombs that Tritons try to accomplish. But hey, I mean, you never know. New team, new year. You don't know what they're going to come out with this time around over at Harlan Rogers Sports Complex as they hit it over there. Ball going to be hit all the way back off the foot of Bellatende. No! Tell you what, that was a really nice find for number 16 for Indian Hills, Andres Valencias. Tried getting it over to Contreras of Indian Hills, but looked like he had too much of a heavy foot. It's almost like he slept on it, was a little stiff, went flying all the way out to the left. Gotta be a little hoppity, a little lighter on your foot. What do you say about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So on comes on a free kick. Now this could be faked here. We'll see. Lined up to kick is Federico Bellientende, and no, it'll be faked. Shogo Koike. He's gonna hit it in.
Hit it.
And that is gonna be a goal scored for number 4 Sebastian Herrera of Indian Hills as they get scored early. I mean, I tell you, it's gonna be really aggressive right off the bat, and that's exactly what happens 5 minutes into the all season long, and that's just a little gut wrench. It's a wake-up call for the Tritons. They got to get going now. Here we go now. Another that one. I guess I should go through some of the starting lineups that let that one up for the day. We got number 2, Bakari Matende. 4, Augustine Menendez. 5 is Fernando Meza. 7, Doni Bojic. 9, Ricardo Wele. 14 is Gabe Smith. 15, Matt Stam. 19, Lucas Haji Polachi. 21, Khan Usil. And like I said earlier on the broadcast, number 1, your goalkeeper, Aaron Quezada. And I know Quezada a little bit on the personal side, not just from soccer. He is going to be really upset letting that goal being scored within the first 5 minutes going on. I mean, we hear him usually all throughout the broadcast yelling back there. I know this is the first game he's starting, but he did get a chance to play. That was a big hit now. It was Masengo put his shoulder into the back of 4. I'm telling you, I told you the Tritons are not happy they let up that score. Now, Sebastian Herrera, I'm assuming for the rest of this soccer match, is going to have a target on his back. And that was just kind of a long ball find there. Meza now. He's going to go all the way down, try to find Masengo. Masengo is going to play it all the way back to Matende. Matende is going to lose it. Uh-oh. Oh. That's a nice steal there. There we go. Ricardo Wele is going to try to set it up for Danny Bojic. Bojic now feeds Wele back. Rewards him. Here comes a cross in. No.
Oh.
Gabe Smith was just about there to put the boot in the back of the net. What do you take away from that?
Oh, that was harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd rather see that than no effort from the Tritons whatsoever. I really like to see us get that close because we got to hit one of these. We keep getting shots on goal, shots on target, and one of them will go in as Masengo has an opportunity now. He dances around defenders. Oh, and he gets backed away, so the ball will be booted out.
The effort is there.
That was an athletic maneuver for number 7. That's Contreras. Now the Tritons will advance midfield. It looks like they're going to play it in switch fields now to the other side. Bojic now tried sending it over, but failed on that attempt. Polachi now Tell you what, Palaci's another guy where he's not a defender actually, but I'm gonna hype him up because he plays a forward and mid and winger position, but really, he's got that pickpocket steal, man. You gotta watch out. I mean, you gotta keep an eye in the back of your head if you're defending against him all game long. As he got the steal right there. Now he's gonna get the ball right back. He's gonna be recorded via Masengo. He's gonna cross it in now. Back to Masengo. No. He cannot corral that pass. Bojic now going to try to get it to Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith. Oh. I tell you what, ball hit the laces of his foot, but he did not have a lot of power going on that one. And I just think it was a little off. But hey, warm-up kicks, I don't mind that, man.
No, I don't mind that at all.
Still shot on target, trying to get in there. Here we go now. Looks like we're going to have a battle for the ball, just kind of like a back and forth. Here's some good ball movement for the Tritons now. Meza, he's going to hit it over to Matende. Matende is going to sit on it and then send it back over. Menendez now. He's going to nearly lose it. Oh, and Menendez. He's got a bit of a happy trigger when he's back there. He kind of sent it all the way down to Matende. It's like, whoa, cool your horses, man. And just like right there, Ricardo Wele. I think the same phrase needs to be said to him as well, as he tried playing after the ref called a foul, and oh my goodness. That was silly. That was coming from, I don't know if you saw that, but Rui Subakihara tried playing it back to the Tritons and he kicked it way out of the field. And that's a not so highlight of the day for sure, as the ref kind of laughed that one off. Back to action now. Matt Stom tried battling for that ball, but he lost it there. Bojic put a nice shoulder into the back of him. Yusil's going to have to track it down. Yusil's going to go back, play it back to Bojic. Bojic. Oh. Going to end up on the ground. So we'll see a free kick here. It's going to come off the foot of Menendez now. He's going to play it short. Now the Tritons are stuck in a jam. If they want to get out of here, it looks like they're going to have to switch sides, and no. They collapse to Indian Hills. It's going to go the other way now. 34 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the first half now. Ricardo Wele, he puts the moves on this man. And Polachi, ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Lots of oohs and ahs up there in this broadcast.
Lots of movement out there, you know. Kind of hard to keep track of the ball with all the movement.
Well, really what happened there was Ricardo Wele and Rui Subakihara were just going at it, trying to look like they were dancing. They had a dance-off against each other, but with the ball and the footwork, of course, and then bodies collided, and that resulted in this throw-in here. So we'll have a throw-in for number 24, Rigui Naganda. Naganda now going to throw it straight into the head of Matendez. It's going to roll back out of bounds. So on comes another throw-in. Ooh, it looks like the official's going to call it Triton ball. But hey, I guess he's on our side today. Meza now. He's going to send it all the way down to Masengo. And a lack of communication calls for another Triton throw-in. Matende, he's a player we've seen play forward a lot this season. Looks like he's playing left back. D-back back there today. Here comes an offensive attack. Ooh. Oh, and Indian Hill's going to play it. So I believe the confusion there was neither team knew exactly who had the foul called on them, but it looks like it's going to go against the Tritons. So we will see a free kick here for Indian Hills, really close to the goalie box. Not close enough for a penalty shot although. As the Tritons are going to build a 5-man wall. And they're not going to have anyone to sweep up after they get it. So they're expecting a ball to net here, I would assume, with that many men back there. Shogo Koike going to use his left foot, go to goal, and it's going to back off the behind of Gabe Smith. Some good defense there.
I'd say so.
I mean, use any body part you need besides your hands and above the elbow, right, Link?
Right, that's exactly right, Hank.
So now we'll come on a corner kick for Indian Hills. And if you were to bet, where do you think the ball is going to be placed?
Oh, man. It's hard to say.
Well, it's going to be coming in quick. I can tell you that much. Subakiara now. He'll go to goal. Nothing. He's going to end up short of his goal. Subakihara again. He's going to use his left foot. Try to get in there. Nothing. Excuse me. That's Shogi Koki, actually. Wele now. He's going to look. He's going to play down to Kabasele Masengo. Masengo's going to have to use his speed. No, just not quick enough. And Masengo's really quick, so that says something. Indian Hills were there to sniff that offense out. Now look at this link. We're going to have a substitution. We're going to have number 13 Lucas Bauer come in for Khan Yusil. Yusil's going to get a little rest. And here goes the throw-in. Meza tried playing it real deep into the goalie's box, but didn't hit any of the Tritons' body, so it's going to have to go all the way back. Menendez now, he's going to nearly lose it. One-on-one opportunity now. Slide tackle, great tackle there by Menendez.
Very nice move there.
And I bet Dennis Bakahojo wants that one back. Oh, and a nice step up there. And that's just knowing the fundamentals. If you're Danny Bojic, he was ready there. He had his eyes up. He stepped in front of his man and got there in time. Menendez is going to hit it all the way over to Bauer now. It's the first time we see Bauer having his foot on the ball all game. He's going to lose it right away. Ugh, that's not how you want to start in game.
Oh, my.
Start around there. It looks like the ball's going to be batted all the way to the left of the goalpost, so we will see a goal kick. Let's see if Quezada has someone kick for him. No, he's going to go Meza. Meza now, he's going to take his time. He's good at that. Sit there to milk the cow a little bit. Absolutely. I mean, you're down, so I don't necessarily completely agree with it. And here comes Indian Hills now. They're going to be ready to score. Oh. Menendez playing safety there for the Tritons, sitting on that duck that came around and hit it out of bounds there. So now we have Indian Hills stuck in a corner. Matende is going to hit it over to the fans as the clock will read 29 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Here comes a throw-in now for Najanda. Matende once again. Well, maybe third time's a charm, because they targeted Matende twice now, and each time he's hit it right back out at the exact same spot. See what Najanda does here. Possibly he'll play deeper. It looks like we have a bit confusion as a substitution will come out. Here comes the throw-in. Meza heads it up. Oh, and the ball's going to be hit in. Oh, my goodness. That was Subakihara that almost went the distance, but ended up just wide of the goal. Quezada's going to play it back to Meza now. Meza's going to go long. Tried looking for Gabe Smith and Kabasango, but he'll lose that one. Oh! Once again, had the same opportunity. Danny Bojic is going to have to step in there and block that shot next time, because that's two wide open shots in the central area that have just gone a little wide to the right, excuse me. Had to switch around my words there.
Make sure people are paying attention.
That's right. Gonna have a rolling ball, and I hate those where they're just hugging the outside line and they're just not rolling out of bounds. They go about the whole distance on the way other side. Indian Hills would have started on the Triton side if it didn't travel that far. I do like that though. Ricardo Wele gets aggressive and he wins the battle there. And they're gonna give it back to him, but you're not gonna win that one. Matende is gonna have to work his way back though, because Indian Hills is on the attack. Subakihara is going to play it back to his man, his winger. Oh, the setup was good. That was number 10, Kanata Fiortani there. First time we've called Fiortani's name today. Ball's going to be played all the way back to Bellientende. And then find it out to Valencia. Valencia now. Double team, so he's going to have to dump it off. Give it to the pass goal scorer, number 4, Herrera. He's going to try to give it back to his guy, but it'll go straight back out of bounds. So we will see Menendez. He's going to forfeit the throw-in. Here comes Lucas Bauer now. He's going to try to go quite long there. Cabaselli Masengo now. Going to use his shoulders, his elbows, and ooh, looks like a foul's going to be called there. You know, Masengo, he was a little aggressive there, but you know, I've seen a fish flop before. You know, it kind of looked like a flop to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep playing. Here's a long ball now. Holy smokes! And that was a Hail Mary. Way back there. 25 minutes, 55 seconds remain now in the first half. Meza now. He'll analyze the field. He'll decide to go mid-range with it back to Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith. Oh, he's going to lose it, but they're going to play it back. You know, they played it back and they almost went into the feet of Matende. Oh, that was a great pass from Meza. Meza hooked the ball right around to get it back to Wele. Wele going to keep it up now. Cabaselli Masengo. Ooh.
Oh.
See, that was on Masengo. You got to be careful there. I mean, you're putting your foot all the way up, and you got that close to your opponent's face. You can't do that. It's uncalled for. You got to be real careful getting that close to him. I believe they're going to call it a handball, though, luckily. I think he primarily tried to just get his hand up to block Cabaselli Masengo's foot from getting into his mouth, but here we go now. Meza, he's going to have a free kick opportunity. 25 minutes remain.
And
Ball's going to be, it's going to be floated right in there for the goalkeeper. It's going to be stuck now. That was a nice pickup from Andre Ferry. And a throw-in now. It's going to go back to Fiortani. Fiortani's going to have to cough it up, go out of bounds and into the trees there. And as 24 minutes remain left in the first half, we're about halfway through this first period to play. What do you take away so far between both teams in this one, Link?
oh man, I mean, Indian Hills, they have a great way of moving the ball to each of their members. And you know what? I'm really enjoying seeing how aggressive Iowa Central is with their playing the whole time. I mean, we're looking at really two great teams here. And I really hope that the Tritons can come back and get a win here.
Yeah, I think the game just started a little earlier than the Tritons did. The Tritons were not ready to start off with the first 5-10 minutes in this one, but now they are ready. Danny Bozic now going to have to try to set it back to Palaci. Palaci now, he's going to lose it, but luckily Lucas Bauer was there. Lucas Bauer used his left foot that time. Primarily a righty there. So I like the ambidextrousness. I don't even think that's a word, but I'm going to use it there.
We understand what you're trying to say.
Ricardo Whalen now is going to give it back to Danny Bozic. Bozic now. Oh, what a beautiful through pass. Oh, looks like our guys were not paying attention that time. Quickie now. Oh, he's going to lose it. Oh, nice steal from Masengo, but it's going to roll back out of bounds. And here comes the play-in now. As we're going to look like we're going to have an opportunity to score. And we'll see number 14 for Indian Hills, Takumi Senba. Senba's going to score all the way for Indian Hills, make the score go 2-0. with 22 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first half. Wow. I mean, he cut through our defense like it was butter that time, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you watch Semba just move around the ball, the beautiful thing about that is that Semba, he didn't do a spin, he didn't hurdle the ball, he didn't do anything fancy. He just dribbled back and forth, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, dodged a defender or two, and went straight to goal with his left foot. Bounced off the right goal post and rolled right in. It's another one Quezada's going to want back. Mesa's going to have to get in there to stop that pass from happening. Let's see the call here. Look like it's going to be called against Belintende. They're saying that he used his elbow, put it in the back of his neck area. Can't do that. I'm a fan. The officials have been very, very neutral today. They haven't been one side or another. We've had a few calls being called so far in this one. Here comes the kickover, courtesy of Meza. Meza's going to set up for Palachi. Palachi's going to go straight out of bounds. Oh. And here we go now for Ferry. What do you say for this one? Where do you think this one's going to end up, Link?
Oh man, I hope it ends up in our favor. That's where I hope it ends up.
Right. Hey, that's right. That's right. I like that. Bozic now going to use his head and have the ball travel out of bounds. So here comes a throw-in. It's going to go all the way. Ooh. That's a bit risky. I mean, Meza playing it back to the goalkeeper. I get it. You're in a jam. You got Indian Hills forwards and mids coming for your ball. But I just hate playing back to the goalkeeper.
Right.
Anyway, it didn't result in a goal, though, but now Indian Hills are in another position to score with 20 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first half. And if you're Meza, you think you can just boot it out of here and, send it out of bounds. Playing it back now. Here comes on a corner kick for Shogu Koike. Koike, the lefty. See what he does here. He's going to send it up. It's going to be off the foot of Meza now. Making up for his last one. Setting up for last time. And Palachi looks like he's going to lose the ball there. He's going to get away from him that time. We're going to see past goal scorer Sebastian Herrera is going to dump it off. They're going to go back to that right corner where they're stuck in a jam. Looks like they're going to feed Jinda. And here we go now. 2-on-2 opportunity, and oh my goodness, there was no effort in that strike there from number 9, Ramirde Ndiang. Ndiang had the foot. I mean, he had the ball put on a platter for him, and he just didn't use it at all. He actually kind of gifted it back to our goalkeeper, Quezada. Matende now is going to look. He's going to find his way left. Habasali Masengo. Ooh! That's going to go into the knee of Palachi. I hope Palachi's okay.
He's up.
I'm a fan of the sportsmanship from Subakihara. We haven't seen Subakihara score yet in this one, but tell you what, I would not be surprised if we saw it later on the line. So that means the Trends are going to have to start scoring now, sooner than later, if they want to stay in this one.
Exactly. And we've came pretty close a few times here. We just need to find the right opportunity.
Yeah, I will say I was lucky enough to commentate the last home matchup for the Tritons, and their communication was not there at all. But today I see it more. They're connecting back to their mids and their forwards. I've seen a lot of more action from Masengo, Wele, and Gabe Smith even, who was pretty shy in the most recent matchup. at the last home match. Here we go now with Indian Hills back off to the right. And the throw-in now is going to find its way all the way down to Augustine Menendez. Meza, oh. Lucas Bauer is going to have to boot it away. Hopefully Cabaselli Masengo, and he whiffs the ball. Oh no. Looks like that Indian Hills is looking for a setup. You know, I respect them trying to feed their wingers to get it down into that corner so they can cross it over for a header, but their 2 goals, keep in mind, have came from some dribble play, some feet work, and a goal score, which doesn't happen often. We've seen 2 early. Usually they come off of headers and crossers and so on and so forth. Yang now, he's going to dump it off to Fiorentani. Fiorentani going to go out of bounds. So we will see a goal kick for the Tritons. See where Quezada goes with it. If I'm Quezada, yeah, right there. That's what I was going to say right there. Meza gets it right away. Going to dump it back to Matende. Matende gives back to Meza. Meza gets down to Ricardo Wele. Wele going to feed it right back to Bozic. Bozic, here comes a double team now. Turns into a single team from Herrera. Gonna have to fight for the ball, and the Tritons just let a man go free. That was some poor effort there from the Tritons as Ronaldo Corajalo almost got himself on the board with a goal being scored. Herrera now, way to be there, just playing aggressive now. He's attacking now. They're gonna dump it off to him. Lucas Bauer gonna have to send it back away, and on comes now a corner kick. It's going to be off to the right side of Indian Hills possession line. So let's see who goes back there for it. They're going to keep with the trend of using Shogo Koike, taking their corner kicks. Koike goes up. It's a little too high. I put a nice curve on it, but
oh yeah, just a little too high for the players.
Gabe Smith's going to be battling against Herrera now. He's going to try to get against them, but can't do it that time. Here we go now. They're going to feed the ball back down to the central mid position. Herrera's going to try to go to corner, and he's going to overshoot him by about 15 feet, so it'll go back to the Tritons. Meza now with it. Ricardo Wele is going to have to race if he wants it. And he plays it into Cabaselli Masengo. Masengo, 3-on-3 opportunity. Masengo's going to take it for himself. Here comes the cross, and no. It'll go out. No, it's going to stay in bounds. Oh. Luckily, it's going to be called a corner kick as it went out of bounds. So now on for the corner kick, we'll see Matt Stom come out there. I think wind has a little bit of effect of today. Got a little bit of wind out there. It's a little chilly too. Stom play it in right to the feet of Tsubaki Hara. Meza now. Here comes a throw in. He's going to get it over to Wele. Wele double teamed. He's going to reach for the ball, although give it up. Meza going to try to hit it down, and he found Matt Stom, but looks like Wele possibly had an unnecessary roughness call, so it'll go back to Indian Hills. "12 minutes, 15 seconds remain in this first half. Handball. Herrera uses his hand there. So we're going to see the ball go back to the Tritons as Polach is going to play it behind himself. Meza now can play it all the way into Masengo. Masengo bats it up in the air, gets double teamed once again, and he gets dropped to his back. The ref is going to call it baloney there, I'm going to say. Can't do that, Masengo. Went down, tried acting like he was hit a little hard, and it's going to go the other way. Tell you what, in terms of the Tritons, who's been your favorite player to watch so far in this one, Link?
I think Ricardo Willie has been probably my favorite to watch. He's really been moving the ball pretty well and owning the field. So,
you know, I'd have to agree with you. If it wasn't Willie, I'd probably have to go to Kabasele Masengo. I mean, those two, I mean, they're good buds. They're really got good communicative skills, but soccer can't be played with just two people.
Right. It's got to be a whole team and one brain kind of going on.
Here goes Meza now. Meza's going to have to try to play it into a good field opportunity for the Tritons, and it's going to be batted out toward the goalkeeper, but out of bounds. So we will see a corner kick now. And Meza, who is our center back, if you will, and plays a little bit of outside back as well, but he's all the way down there shooting our corner kicks. So that means if it goes back to Indian Hills, he's going to have to hustle himself all the way back to the other field, as it won't go to Indian Hills. Menendez, he's going to shoot it all the way back, and here we go now. 3-on-2 opportunity. This is what I was talking about. We're going to have to see the hustle back from Meza. Here we go now. And he's shoved to the ground by Kabasele Masengo, but luckily the foul was not called in the penalty box. Otherwise, we would have seen a penalty kick. And you know what usually leads to penalty kicks, Link?
What's that, Hank?
Goal scores, man. So, see, the Tritons got out of that one really well. They got their first get-out-of-jail-free card. As head coach James Ross and assistant Matthew Lowndes for Indian Hills coaching staff were not happy at that one, both pointing their fingers at the official to do better. But you know what? Let's let it go. Let's keep playing soccer, man. We got 8 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Indian Hills got the possession back anyway. Now we'll see a battle from Billy and Tende, going to play it down to, it looks like it's going to be Fiorentani. Fiorentani going to have to work with it. He's rolling the ball, doing really well, working with it. And a nice steal from Matende. It's going to roll back to Billy Tende once again now. The ball is going to fly all the way in. Looks like Ramirde Ndiang will fall down, and the official's going to go over to the Indian Hills head coaches and assistant coach, and I guess tell them to cool down. They're losing their temper a little bit. They're up 2 goals early on in this one, so how mad could you be? I mean, I understand the call did not go your way, but let it go. You guys are looking really good today. You know what I mean?
A lot to be happy about with your team.
Then again, though, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We got a lot of match left to play here. Here comes a free kick opportunity. Fiortani and Semba are going to look back to take it. And it's going to go just over the head of Quezada and over the goalpost, luckily. So we'll see it go back to the Tritons now. Herrera. He'll look. He'll search. And you know what? He did not find a good opportunity as it went back to Ndiang. Oh, my goodness. I don't know for sure who Menendez was looking for. I believe it could have been either Danny Bojic or Matt Stom, but he just missed his mark. And so did Ramirde Ndiang, luckily that time, because, man, were they close to scoring right there. We've got 7 minutes, 5 seconds remaining now, Link. Carajalo's going to play it back to Herrera. Herrera now to Subakihara. And the Tritons are moving, excuse me, now Indian Hill's moving the ball around like it's a pinball, going back and forth, hitting each knob and buzzer. Each player, Ndiang, going to have another opportunity, going to have to give it back to number 14, Takumi Semba, with his second goal of this soccer match.
That was an impressive kick right there.
Oh my goodness. Bit stunned up here in the booth. We're going to see the assist go to Ramirde Ndiang. Oh my goodness. There's a certain type of sound the soccer ball makes when you kick it that hard.
Absolutely.
Just a pop, pop, pop type of sound. And it went flying to the back of the net. I mean, we might have seen some steam and smoke come out of that one, man.
Yeah, I thought I saw a little bit of fire coming off that kick there.
6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining now in the first half. Indian Hills is up 3-0. Here we go now. Nice move from Wele.
Oh man.
So he's going to be put down. Palachi now going to have to pick it back up. And Mtiende play back. Oh, Wele, he's trying to move with it, but not enough. Mtiende now going to set it for Cabaselli. Come on, Masengo. Let's see what he can do with it. He's going to play it back to Palachi. Palachi, he's going to have to use his non-dominant foot here. Plays it in. Oh. And here comes another setup. 2-on-4 opportunity. Ndiang, he really wants to score in this one. Ndiang now. Uh-oh. Subakihara now. Don't want to see him. Nice slide tackle from Lucas Bauer. Oh, my goodness. What was that you were going to say there?
Oh, I just thought it was going to be another one right there. But that slide block really did kind of put a little bit of the end to that plan there.
Yeah, in this first half here, this soccer match has kind of turned into a highlight reel for
Absolutely.
this Indian Hill soccer team.
These last few minutes have just been nonstop action, and that's what you look for in a ball game like this.
As a fan of the Tritons, I don't like to see it, but broadcasting this game, I'm getting excited up here watching them.
It's a very exciting game going on right now. So I'm just hoping in this next half here, it's the Tritons making all these exciting plays and
Yep. All right now.
over.
Matt Stom gonna put his hands to the back of Herrera. He's gonna lose his man. And he's going to travel all the way down until the ball's batted out of bounds. That was Rigwing Najinda. And on comes a substitution. We're going to have Dennis Barcojo, who started this one, wearing the number 8 out there with the gloves, playing forward. There's a throw-in. Got just under 4 minutes remaining in this first half now. And a big boot from Palachi. and the ball is stuck up in the air, courtesy of the wind. Like I said, in this second half, Tritons are going to have the wind going with them now.
Yes, and I hope that actually works into our favor.
Here we go now. Bojic, holy smokes. Tell you what, didn't look like the wind had any effect that time.
No.
That took off like a jet plane.
It looked like it landed in the next county over there.
Now we're back with 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Gabe Smith going to be aggressive on that, try to get a stab there, but it's going to go right under his foot that time. And if he won that, that could have been money for us. So now we'll go a throw in here. Matt Stombout got headbutted that time. Luckily he got out of the rut there. There goes Herrera now. He's going to switch field. Across the center field line back to him. Herrera is going to look and find a corner all the way down to Eden Ganek. Recently subbed in as well. Ganek saying, play to my feet, man. You had it rolling way in front of me. I'm going to roll out of bounds that time. 2 minutes, 12 seconds now. Aaron Quezada telling all of his men to move up, because we got some goal scoring to have done here. Everyone's playing back, trying to be conservative, which I like, but it hasn't helped early on. And, you know, if you're playing conservative and if you're giving the ball away, I think you should probably switch up your game plan. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have an injured man down. We're going to have an injured man down, Herrera.
He didn't do it. No? Okay.
Luckily, Herrera gets up to his own power there. Looked like he could have been injured on that one. And that's just, he's been everywhere today, so I think he could have been just a cramp. There goes a hit from Masengo. He'll lose that one. In a minute and 8 seconds now. Ricardo Wele is going to have to make a move. Ooh, baits his man out. He's triple teamed, and he gets out of it. He's going to play it in now to Gabe Smith. Oh, Gabe Smith. With the heavy foot, and it just goes right over the top of the goalpost. We got 50 seconds remaining now in this first half. And oh my goodness, that was the closest the Tritons have done all day.
Yes.
What do you say Gabe Smith could have done better there to
kept it lower?
Yeah, kept it lower, I guess, really.
And you're right. We've gotten so close today, and I'm hoping the second half we just start nailing the goals, you know.
You may not believe this, but we have the same amount of shot on goals as Indian Hills right now, despite Indian Hills dominating the time of possession, and especially over in our half. And here goes the final run now, as it's going to miss the mark for number 12 once again. He's going to be upset that time, and it's going to tick away to its final seconds. And that'll be it for your first half over here at Harlan Rogers, as Indian Hills goes up 3-0. And you know what? It's been interesting. We've seen a lot of really big booths. I've been excited up here in booth. We've seen some really cool footwork in this one. We knew it's going to be aggressive right off the bat, but the Tritons are going to need to find their rhythm. They're doing really well communicating now, and you know, they just got to make their mark. They got to execute. They're getting down there. They've got 4 shots on goal compared to Indian Hills' 4 shots on goals. They've scored 3 of theirs. Tritons have not scored any so far.
Right.
Execution, man. That's what I say. You got anything else for us?
I absolutely agree, Hank. I think execution is something that's got to start happening here. You know, we're trying our best, but we just need to kind of find our own rhythm, as you were saying earlier, and I think the second half is going to look a lot better.
Yeah, and, you know, I agree with you, and tell you what, it just takes putting the ball in the back of the net, and the Tritons are back in this match, because we got a lot of match to be played yet in this one, so don't count us out. 3 goals is nothing when it comes to being in the face of the Iowa Central Tritons. So anyway, they're going to take a break here on the field, so we'll take a break up here in the booth, and we'll be right back with you at the start of the second half. Alrighty, Triton Nation, we are back, ready to go in this one, and we have switched sides, ready to see what the Tritons can do defending, going with the win this time. I mean, we saw first time go around, didn't do too well. We had some shots on goal, but we are down 3-0 against Indian Hills in this one. We've seen some highlight plays from Takumi Semba. Semba scored twice in this one. The other goal being scored was Sebastian Herrera, the sweeper for Indian Hills. You don't see that often. What's crazy is it didn't even come from a corner kick. He had just came up from the box because they're playing back so deep and just right in the back of the net. It was something to see from a defender. I mean, you love to see it. It's plays like those when it comes to defenders scoring in soccer, when it comes to the big offensive linemen catching the squib kick, running down the field. It's things you don't see often that you really like to watch, and I'm happy we got to see some of it today.
It's the little things in life.
It's the little things in life. We are back to action this one now as Tritons are going, they're headed towards south now, where the wind is also blowing, so hopefully that'll be in favor for them this go around. 43 minutes 30 seconds is on the clock. So we're looking at Shogi Koik now. He's going to throw it all the way down. We have a substitution for the Tritons. We got Denzel Misfood in for the Tritons. He's going to be playing right back now for them. Kabaseli Masengo has been my player of the day for the Tritons. Otherwise, of course, it's going to have to go to the 2-goal scorer in Takumi Semba for Indian Hills and all around for the day. But what I was going to say about Kabaseli Masengo has been dancing, he's been passing, he's been communicating better than anyone else on this Triton team, and he's been really aggressive today as well.
Absolutely, I agree. He's been showing a lot of effort, and that's what really matters, you know.
And the front six for the Tritons, including the mids and the forwards, have been communicating really well. And I just think that the defenders for the Tritons need to do a little bit more of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Guys like Meza and Mtiende have had a really good go-around and early start to the season as well. But I think they're just lacking that communicative standpoint because they're letting a lot of goals being scored between their legs and off to the right and just left to them above their heads, and they got to be talking back there. They got to be ready. They got to have their eyes up and know where to locate the ball. And here comes an opportunity. They're going to get it back out to number 14 as he about scores for the third time again, but luckily Takumi Semba's kick is blocked out of there by goalkeeper Aaron Quezada. As he's feeling a big role today. He was the assumed starter heading into the preseason, but then he sat out because of quarantine, of course. You got to set out for that, which has just been a huge... I mean, it's wrecked just about every sport. Of course, it's very serious, and it's been really interesting to see how each head coach approaches each matchup. I had a talk with some of the head coaches for each team, specifically more with the women's head coach and Jared Beauchamp, you know, and he said just all around, I know for the guys and girls, it's been real tough, you know, keeping both teams, you know, up to par and in shape and ready to go every single day, trying to motivate them when you have teammates getting, you know, testing positive and you go the other way, and it is a struggle. It's like something that no other year of sports has ever gone through, and it's been interesting to commentate through it as well.
But the bright side is we're now starting to get more people into the stands and having more sporting events going on, and I think by the end of this year we will be back to at least somewhat normal conditions for
that's
sports.
Right. We got a lot of fans here today in attendance over at Harlan Rogers.
It's a very good turnout. I'm actually very pleased to see all the folks that came out to see their kids, and it's a nice thing because, you know, it's a lot more personable when they come out.
Anyway, let's get back to the action, Link. What do you say, so?
I think that's a great idea, Hank.
With perfect timing, with exactly 40 minutes left to go in the second half, is we're going to have Palachi fall to his face for the Tritons. He's going to be helped back up, although I think it's going to go back to being a goal kick in this one. Palaci's a little upset. He's wanting a shove off, and we're going to have a substitution. Matt Stam is going to be subbed out, and in comes Can-Usil. We haven't seen that since the first 10 minutes of this soccer match. Ooh, that was a bit risky. And yes, you saw that right there.
I did see that.
The ball went way high up there and it came back. So yeah, the ball is going to be in our favor this half. Mtiende going to step up, give it back to Cabaselli, and then back to Mtiende. He's gonna miss his mark there, although. Gonna need someone to step on Herrera. He's been deadly all day. Gabe Smith trying to go for a pickpocket steal. Ooh, stab there. Fioritani now going to give it back to Herrera. Herrera's going to try to play it out in the corner, but it's going to go wide right and into the trees that time. 38 minutes and 34 seconds now remain. That's Takumi Semba being aggressive there. He's going to give it up to one of his teammates. It looks like it's going to be Fioritani. He's going to try to play down to Legenda. Once again, he lost the ball. I mean, back-to-back times, he was the recipient of both intended passes that went out of bounds. And, ooh, that's aggressive play there. Luckily, no one got bumped. Oh. Looked like Bojic was upset at that call there. That no call, rather. Cabaselli Masengo now. Ooh. Palaci's going to be really aggressive. He looks a bit agitated. He's going to run his guy down. Tritons got to look out here. It looks like some guys are getting pretty upset with how this game's going on. Hopefully they don't have it end up costing them in the long run. Gabe Smith now is going to be jammed in a corner. He's going to attempt to cross it over, but it'll go back and out of bounds, although it's going to hit off of the hip of Shago Kuiki. So we will see a corner kick now from Meza. See where Fernando Meza will place this ball. Hands up, ball up, and ball will be hit hard and far. And oh, that was a well-struck ball. I believe it was from Ricardo Wele, but it's going to hit on the exterior of the goalpost. Here we go now, the other way. Andre Ferry. Gonna hit it straight back into the Tritons. There we go. Koiki trying to send it back and to the opposing field. And there we go. How about that? Palaci's ready for it that time. Ooh, he's gonna send his guy down. Palaci's starting to look really frustrated out there. And a booming kick from Andres Valencia. It's going to end up into the feet of Fioritani. He's not going to know. He's not going to know what to do with it. So it's going to go back to the Tritons now. Some aggression going against Masengo, and oh, Fioritani. Gabe Smith is going to have to come on for the triple team there. The ball's going to be played more central this time. Looks like we have some words from Palaci and Herrera. And a yellow card is going to be called against Palaci. Oh my goodness. We warned him, we said, I hope it doesn't end up biting him in the long run, and we're going to have a sub. So Lucas Hazy Palachi is going to be subbed out for Nathan Granger. I believe Palachi's the only one that'll walk away with a yellow card. I think it was just word said, so he's going to have to sit on the bench for quite some time, and then it's going to come down to coach to see if they would like to sub him back in. And of course, that yellow card, I mean, you only get 2 chances, the yellow card and the red card, so you got to be really careful next go around. Ferry now going to be played back, and oh, Gabe Smith has an opportunity. Oh, Gabe Smith once again had an opportunity to score. As Ricardo Wele got into the face of Andre Ferry, the goalkeeper for Indian Hills, and Gabe Smith just had to make contact with the ball, and he missed it. He whiffed it there. Oh, goodness. 34 minutes and 40 seconds remain now. Come on, Tritons, let's go. Show you got some fight left in you. Oh. Looks like Masengo got a little cleated by Herrera, but we're going to keep playing. The call was missed that time. We're going to go back to Fiertani. Oh, and the ball's going to be played into number 11, Ronaldo Carajalo. He's going to go just off to the left of the goalpost, and that was a good opportunity to score there. Palachi is now taking his time to sit out, and he'll be subbed back into this one. Looks like Nathan Granger will be the one to go back to the bench. Herrera now, he's going to try to hit Njinda, who he's missed before early on in this one. Sabukiara now. Ooh, big hit. Is it still floating in the air? Oh my goodness. Guess not a lot of people caught that, but it almost looked like it was hovering over the line and worried it would stay in somehow. Herrera now. Palachi's going to have to be playing careful here, because the guys are going to be extra squeamish around him to try to get another card against him to get him sent out of this game. And a nice track down from Matende. It's going to go back to the Tritons, but I think it rolled off onto the unfair side. It's going to be a throw-in. Yes, it will be. Here comes the throw-in now. It's going to hit off the head of... I guess I missed the number there. I believe it could have been Ndiang. And we will see a corner kick now. We come from Mesa. 31 minutes and 45 seconds remain. We have a new substitution in. We're going to be seeing Ever Tobar being subbed in. He started the first 5 games for your Iowa Central Tritons at goalkeeper. Primarily a defender. And it's going to be sent into Palachi, I believe, is going to be sent back out now. Quezada is going to work his way all the way back up. Going to play it back over to Ever Tobar. Tobar is going to be fancy with it. Oh, no, he loses it.
Oh, man.
And here comes number 8. But Dennis Barojo, and what a great stop there from Quezada. How do you blow an opportunity like that? Oh, that is a heart crusher from Indian Hills. Oh my goodness. .30 and 48 seconds remain now. What do you take away for the first 15 minutes of the second half?
I think we got a little bit of a fight in us now, you know?
I see it.
I've been seeing that the whole time. I think we finally kind of came to terms with it a little bit.
Play it back over to Fiortani now. Fiortani's going to look. He's going to try to aim for Koiki. Koiki now is going to go back to Barojo, who just missed that last kick for goal. Now we're going to see Najinda in the corner. They'll play back to Ndiang. Ndiang now. Oh! And the throw in now. Here comes a 4-on-4 opportunity. Masengo looking for a target. He's going to aim for Palachi. No. Miss him. But Ricardo Wele will recover. And nice steal right there for Koiki. Koiki now is going to try to send it over to Ndiang. Ndiang, no. Menendez going to try to hit it over to our guy, Miss Foot over there. And the cross in. Oh my goodness, that was a really beautiful ball from Barcojo. Nice hit from Meza. Meza now stuck in a rut. Gonna try to send it over to Mdiende. Mdiende is just gonna pop it up. See who wins the ball and go with it from there. Herrera now. Ooh, Cabecilla. Masengo tried stepping off that ball, leading to the pass, but he'll miss it there. .27 minutes, 50 seconds remain now. They'll go back to Barcojo. Barcojo now trying to set it up for Herrera. Herrera's going to lay it back off to Contrero. Find Koiki, and this is just where the milking the clock begins. We haven't seen a shot from Indian Hills in quite some time, but they've been moving with the ball quite a bit. Palachi now, gonna try to get all the way down. Oh! It's gonna be sent to the ground. He's shaken up after that one. I hope he's okay. Stubbed his knee there. Skinned it possibly. So we'll see a free kick now from Meza. And Meza's going to forfeit it to Denny Bojic. Bojic now. Whoa. He's going to send it way over the net. Ball will be sent in. Ricardo Wele is going to step in front of it, make sure it doesn't advance anymore. That was a nice steal from Menendez. Wele tries playing it down to Palachi, but target missed there, but Palachi likes it. He likes the game plan, but just a little off. Kilter there. He's going to sit on it. Herrera now, he's going to run with it. He's going to go to the other side of the field, play it back to his main man, Barcojo. Barcojo's going to wait. Here comes the setup now. Oh, and he missed a good defense from the Tritons. Bojic tries playing it inside, but it's going to roll out of bounds. What are we seeing from both teams now that we got 25 minutes remaining in this matchup?
I think they both are really trying not to make each other score. I think they understand now that the Tritons are now waking up, and I think it's going to get a little bit interesting here in the next few minutes here.
Now, just hold on a second here. Something interesting is happening. Is a presumed yellow card or red card. We can't see it yet. So let's see what happens. Looks like it's going to be a yellow card going against Dennis Barcojo. Some disagreeing between some Tritons players, probably some trash talking, sent him that yellow card. Ball going to be played in now from Bojic. It's going to go fair. Will still be in the play. 24 minutes remain now. Bojic went up for it, but he missed it that time. Ndiang now. Ooh, tripped up by Mtiende. Ref says play on. We're looking at Alejandro Contrero now. Going to give to Herrera. Herrera now is going to try to set it up for Subiki Kara. Ever Tobar now, playing right back, going to send it back to Meza. Meza's going to look up, trying to find his man. Play it back to Mtiende. Ooh! Nice box out from Cabaselli. Masengo, his pressure's being applied there. Ball will be smoked out of bounds. Oh man, Wele gonna have to play that more central in if he wants that to go off. But it went out of bounds, so we'll call a goal kick. Here comes some substitutions now. For Indian Hills, we're going to see number 13, Danielle Mora, and number 5, Federico Bellatiende, being subbed back into this one. Bellatiende started at the position he's in now. That's center back. Looks like we're going to see Mora be playing left winger and forward. And a big booming kick from Eden Ganik. He's going to step into that one as well. Ball still in play here. Trent's going to have to step up on defense. Ball is going to be tossed around. They're going to look left. Another jam in the corner now. And a big boot from Miss Fudd. 20 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. The official's gonna give it back to Indian Hills now. Herrera, he'll play it back. And there it goes down in that corner to Ndiang. Empty Ende is gonna have to kick it out. And he does in time. And it doesn't even touch him, so excellent goal kick opportunity now. Oh, slide tackle about gone wrong there for Meza. Although both men are okay. I feel like the Tritons are missing their middle part. They're starting to send it deep about every time now. Trying to connect to a guy, and there needs to be some trickery going on in the middle to discombobulate this Indian Hill soccer team. It's not happening well for him. Ndiang is now subbed out for Indian Hills, and on will come on Sebastian Grimaldi. Looks like as soon as Daniel Moore was subbed in, he had a shove off there, so it'll go back to the Tritons, and Menendez is going to have to save it that time. No, he can't, but luckily it's going to hit off of a defender for Indian Hills. I believe that was Contrero, yeah. Yep, Contrero, and it'll go out of bounds that time. And a huge goal being scored there for the Tritons. What a hit that time from Danny Bojic. That came out of nowhere. That was definitely there because of the wind. Played a factor that time. That came in heating. 1-3 now is your soccer match score. Oh my goodness. He hit it out from the center field line that time, Link.
I'm hoping that's one of many to come.
And the Tritons are already back in a position to score once again. Danny Bojic, he's going to wait until he finds a man open. And he's going to go far. Looks like they were not a fan of the throw-in that time. Not for sure entirely what happened there. It's a free kick, I guess, for Indian Hills. I guess, or maybe just with some unsportsmanlike play down there, and they gave it back to them. Here comes the play-in. That is Mora now. He's going to have to dump it back off to Herrera. Herrera's going to sit on it. Send it back over from Valencia back to Njinda. We have 16 minutes remaining on the clock. And a big time throw in from Meza. It's going to go all the way. And missed that time. Palaci's going to have to step in front of it, and he fails to do so. His ball's being bobbled around between each defenders. Now, Palaci, he's going to look. It looks like he wants to go to goal. He's going to fire. It's going to go over the goalpost once again. I'll tell you what, Link, why don't you tell us what failed to do so that time?
You know, I think it's just like, you know, the past times we've been talking about this, they just keep going a little too high, you know, and you want to keep it low, you know. Just take your time, execute the shot, and just make sure it's executed properly.
I agree with you there, man. 14 minutes, 40 seconds remaining now. Got a new sub in, Grimaldi. He's getting some action now. He's making a few runs. Indian Hills got a lot of fresh guys out there now. Herrera, he's going to look. Looks like he wants to go corner, but he'll change his mind and choose Valencia to play it all the way back to Kawiki. Kawiki now. And, you know, I don't think he intended to make it in the corner, but that's where it ended up. Herrera now is in a jam. Herrera making the move on his man. And here comes the ball being flown in. Oh! And a heavy hit from Alejandro Contreras. Is it a roll out of bounds? There's Misfoot now. Misfoot going to have to find it to Ever Tobar. Tobar to play it back. Oh, and it Megs his own teammate that time. Menendez wasn't ready for it. And luckily, we had Aaron Quezada paying attention. Gabe Smith working back. Can't get there in time. And a heavy hit that time. Once again, we've seen a lot of long balls. I mean, we saw it earlier with the Tritons. I mean, they've done a Hail Mary type pass about every single time. We've seen long crosses that haven't really connected. But a few of them, I guess, have made it to the back of the net because we just saw Bozic score not long ago. Menendez now going to send it back to Quezada. And the throw-in is going to be off the head of Herrera. Here comes a possible setup courtesy of Futani. Oh! Over the gloves, luckily, of Quezada. And out of bounds, so they'll start once again up. Take no time to get there. 12 minutes, 5 seconds remain now. Meza, heavy hit. And even more substitutions now. Looks like we're going to see Takumi Semba back in this game, along with Shogo Tobase. Tabase lost that one. And a battle for the ball. Gabe Smith going to try to track it down. Cannot get there in time. That's another substitution. Roy Kidar. 11 minutes now remaining. Misfoot, play back to Quezada. Tritons going to have to move quick if they want to come back in this one now. Oh, what a cross. Misfoot to Cabaselli. Cabaselli. Oh, and his eyes just simply weren't up. Not looking for the right lane whatsoever, and it's going to go straight back to Indian Hills, and now they're on a run. Indian Hills stopped in the corner. Meza back there. Meza's been playing this full match. Wow. I love the effort. I mean, this kid is great.
Oh, I agree.
In terms of his play and his work ethic, but for him to play that well and stay in this long, goodness. Tritons are lucky. 10 minutes now. I'm not for sure if I've seen an offsides being called in this one yet. Usually we see quite a bit, and
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one either.
Menendez now. He's going to send it long. Cabaselli had an opportunity that time, but missed it there. Gabe Smith in front of Tabase. Tabase now with the ball. He's going to hit it back over to Contrero. Contrero now going to send it off to the right. Contrero will look, give it back to Tabase. Tabase with a whole lot of room in front of him. Move with the ball and miss it. Misfoot now is going to give it to Matende, who's going to try to hit Masengo, but miss. So now it'll go back to the foot of Bellatiende. That was quite the aggressor of a play. Gabe Smith is knocked to the ground that time. Uh-oh. And an opportunity possibly for Indian Hills. They're going to play it back to Tabase. Tabase goes to goal. Nice curveball, but Quezada's there that time to corral the hit being in, and we are back to seeing Triton having possession as it only lasted about 5 seconds. Speaking of, we have 8 minutes remaining in the second half. So Tritons better get on their wheels if they want to score quickly here. It's going to go back to Roy Kieber. Kieber now, still with an opportunity. Misfoot's just going to hit it out and away. There we go. Palaci with an opportunity. 1-on-3 opportunity. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to go coast to coast.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. He looked really determined to score that time.
He was hauling, you know, and he just kind of waited a little too long.
He went way coast to coast. Right when he got that ball, it was Speedy Gonzalez.
Absolutely.
All the way down. Seven minutes remaining now. Meza in the corner. He's going to play it up. Oh! Masengo used his head to use his head.
Yeah.
But did not score that time, as it'll go out of bounds. And we'll see another goal kick opportunity. Wow. Almost caught the Tritons off guard. They were nearly not ready for that one. Tabase now is going to try to play it back off to Contrero. Ooh. Can't say that was much of a slide tackle, but just a tackle. Way gets up. It looks like he's okay. Six minutes remaining now.
We're just under 6 minutes, and I know you've been asking me a lot, Hank, what I've been thinking of this game. But what have you been taking away from this half?
From this half, well, I've been a fan of the Tritons. They've kept up the effort. I think this game, this match, if you will, has been a lot closer than it's looking on the box score, honestly. I mean, the Tritons have had a lot of opportunity to score, and they've came close to scoring a lot in this one. And you know what? Their goal they did score from Bojic, that was like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. That was way back there. We weren't even expecting it. We were just going through some notes, and all of a sudden, boom!
Oh, hey!
So, you know, from the second half, although, I'm really happy. I believe that the Tritons have been playing well, communicating better. Looks like Quezada has been a lot of motivation back there. I can hear him all the way up here in the booth talking to his Triton teammates. And I guess to make a long answer short, I'm happy with the way that the Tritons have been playing this half. Now, when it comes to Indian Hills, they've kept it going through the whole match as well. They've had some substitutions, although I think that's what made the Tritons look a little better out on the field, as a little bit lesser experienced players have been out there. So regardless, it's been a fun soccer match so far. We have 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Ferry's going to hold to the last second to kick it. We're going to go all the way over. Ever Tobar is going to have to field it down, miss it right away. He's going to be shoved to the ground. You know, if you put that...
There's a boot.
If you put the elbow in the back of, you know, a player, regardless, and it goes over their shoulder, it's going to be a no-no. So that's why the Tritons got the ball back there. 3 minutes, 45 seconds now. That was a really nice attempt from Palachi, I believe.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of good things from both teams, especially lately.
If you were to give one play you saw today, the highlight of the day, what would you say?
Oh, man. It was one of the scores in the first half. I forget which one it was, but the one where... Oh, it was the one where they were almost half of the field, and he just rocketed from Indian Hills. That was easily probably...
I believe you're talking about Sebastian Herrera's goal.
That's right, yes, him. He just rocketed that thing, you know?
Yeah, like we said earlier, I mean, he's a defender, but he's got a killer leg on him, man.
Absolutely.
So we got 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go, and I'd just like to say, you know, leave some room and some appetite for the next game coming up, because of course we'll be broadcasting the girls. They'll be going up against Indian Hills as well. I think that's even going to be closer than this one. I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I mean, the Tritons, of course, last week we saw them go their first game without scoring a single goal all season. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. So I think that's going to bring a little extra oomph to their game today. As we check back on the game real quick here, looks like we have a 2-on-1 opportunity. Here it comes down now. Looks like it's going to be batted away. And it'll roll more into a central position. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm super excited for the girls' game, and I think there's going to be a lot of highlights in that one. So do me a favor and leave some room in there for you so you can enjoy some more highlight plays of the day.
I think I'll join you again, Hank.
Oh, good.
I'm enjoying this.
Herrera now, he's going to be tackled down by Bojic. 2 goal scorers on the day. Minute 20 seconds remaining. It's possible, but, you know. Gabe Smith now. Miscommunication. We got to throw it in, guys. Oh, it looks like we have a player down. Excuse me, sorry about that. I guess I did not see the player down there.
I didn't see it either.
Looks like it's going to be Danny Bojic. He's back there. He's holding his head this time. I hope he's okay. I totally missed him going down. It must have happened when we were looking at the ball being thrown in. Because I was like, guys, throw it in. What's going on? And then look back, and Bozic's down. He's a great player for us. He gets up to his own power. Looks like he's going to be okay.
You know, another thing about our Triton team, we got a lot of tough people on our team. Like today, there's been a lot of people falling down, but they get right back up and they continue to play. It's amazing how tough these guys are.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Herrera now, he's going to look. He's going to play it long now. Go back to Wele. Wele now. Send it over to Misango. 35 seconds remaining. Entiende hitting it hard over there. Misango gets the ball thrown into him. Gonna have to try to play it over to Gabe Smith. Miss it there. Ricardo Wele back to Gabe Smith. Smith gonna play it back to Bozic. Bozic to Palachi. Palachi back to Bozic. Bozic with an opportunity. He's central.
Oh man.
Once again there, another opportunity missed for the Tritons, and I think that's going to be the tail of the tape today. With 4 seconds remaining, you can call this one as good as gone. As Indian Hills wins this soccer match 3-1 over at the Tritons' home in Harlan Rogers Sports Complex. It's been a really interesting game. We saw some rivalry and words being spoken to each other. I love the competitiveness. You said how tough each player were on the field. No one walked away with a significant injury today. That makes me really happy.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's been a lot of really good sportsmanship in this game as well. It was really fun to watch. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, the game that's going to be even more fun to watch is just up here in a little bit between the Iowa Central ladies going up against Indian Hills girls as well. It's going to be a really, really good one. So please stay on the broadcast as well. We're going to be getting right up to that one after this short break.